Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. When a camera stopped rolling on the Long Ballad, no one expected the real drama to begin. In a quiet moment between takes, Dilraba Dilmurat caught something that made her entire crew freeze. Deng Wei, laughing a little too comfortably with a mystery man. What happened next wasn't anger, it was something colder, sharper, and unforgettable. And the way Dilraba handled it, fans are still talking about it today. The set of the Long Ballad was like a dream, the sound of silk costumes brushing against each other, the golden light of the studio reflecting off ancient style armor, and the tension between two of China's biggest stars, Dilraba Dilmurat and Deng Wei. Off-screen, everyone knew there was chemistry. Dilraba with her fierce beauty and quiet elegance, and Deng Wei, the calm, charming co-star with that shy smile, created a story that felt too real to be just acting. Fans shipped them relentlessly. Edits flooded Douyin and YouTube. Reba x Deng Wei, real or real? But one afternoon, when the cameras weren't rolling, something strange happened. Crew members noticed Dilraba walking back to the set after taking a short break. The mood was light. Laughter echoed. But as she turned the corner, she saw Deng Wei laughing, his hand resting gently on another man's shoulder. A stylist, apparently. To anyone else, it would have looked like an innocent moment. But the closeness, the lingering gaze, the comfort between them, it felt too intimate. For a brief second, even the crew stopped moving. Dilraba's face didn't change. She didn't gasp. Didn't look away. She simply watched. It was only when Deng Wei realized her eyes were on him that the tension cracked. His expression faltered. The stylist awkwardly stepped back. The air thickened. Later, fans would replay that leaked clip millions of times. You could see it in her eyes, calm, but cutting. A quiet storm. Instead of causing a scene, Dilraba simply smiled, the kind of smile that freezes everyone in place. She walked past, adjusted her costume, and said softly to the assistant director, "Shall we shoot?" That single line became iconic among fans. "Shall we shoot?" a phrase now used online to describe walking away with dignity when things go wrong. But what happened afterward was even more surprising. Rumors spread like wildfire. Did Dilraba catch Deng Wei flirting? Was it a misunderstanding? Was the mystery man more than a stylist? Within hours, the hashtag Dilraba reaction trended across Weibo and Twitter. The clip, grainy and shaky, showed Dilraba's reaction in slow motion, her gaze unwavering. Fans debated endlessly. Some said it was jealousy. Others said it was heartbreak hidden behind control. Yet, those who knew Dilraba understood one thing: she's never been one to lose her composure in public. She's known for her strength, her discipline, her ability to transform pain into art. On set, she remained professional. In fact, the next day's scenes, emotional confrontation scenes with Deng Wei, were some of her best performances ever. You could feel the raw energy, the tension. It wasn't acting anymore, it was real emotion, shaped into art. Behind the scenes, insiders revealed that Deng Wei tried to apologize privately. He even sent a small gift, a handwritten note that said, "Sorry for making things awkward. I never meant to disrespect you." Dilraba's response, a quiet nod. No words, no public statement. Just focus. Just work. But that silence said more than any statement could. Weeks later, during an interview for the Long Ballad's press tour, a journalist subtly asked, "You and Deng Wei had amazing chemistry on screen. Did it ever get complicated off-set?" Dilraba smiled, paused, and replied, "Sometimes emotions are real, but not everything real needs to be named." The room went silent. That clip went viral. Fans called it the most graceful answer in C-drama history. And for Deng Wei, he looked visibly affected during his interviews, often praising Dilraba's professionalism and strength. Some fans even said he looked regretful, like someone who lost something he never had the courage to claim. But this wasn't the end. Because just when everyone thought the story had settled, something unexpected reignited it all. Months later, during the filming of another drama, behind-the-scenes photos surfaced of Deng Wei with another co-star smiling, close, relaxed. Fans instantly connected it to the incident with Dilraba. But instead of drama, Dilraba posted something on her Weibo that sent the internet spinning. If you can stay kind even when it hurts, you've already won. It wasn't tagged. It wasn't directed at anyone, but everyone knew. The timing. The tone. The quiet power. That one line trended for 3 days straight. Fans called it Dilraba's soft revenge. Soon, articles praised her as the epitome of grace under fire. Editorials titled Dilraba's quiet strength flooded Chinese entertainment blogs. Even Western fans admired her restraint, calling her the queen of composure. Meanwhile, Deng Wei's fandom became divided. Some defended him, saying the stylist moment was harmless. Others believed he crossed an emotional line. When the Long Ballad reunion interview aired months later, tension was palpable. Sitting side by side, Dilraba and Deng Wei were polite, smiling, but distant. The chemistry that once fueled fan edits now felt bittersweet. But when asked about what they learned from filming together, Dilraba said something unforgettable. Every story teaches you something. Sometimes it's about love. Sometimes it's about letting go. And Deng Wei quietly added, and sometimes it's about realizing what you lost too late. That was it. The room fell silent again. Fans cried. Comments poured in. They're speaking to each other through their answers. From that moment on, the story of Dilraba catching Deng Wei became more than just gossip. It became a reflection of real human emotions, misunderstanding, pride, regret, and healing. It wasn't about catching someone cheating. It was about choosing dignity over drama, silence over spectacle. And that choice, that calm defiance, is what made fans love her even more.